The shoulder parts are neatly joined now. To start making the neckband, we should start picking up the stitches from the right front. I have previously made a video on how to pick up the stitches. There are different techniques to pick up the stitches when you have to pick up horizontal or vertical. So for a detailed video you can refer that. I'll link that in the description. For now we will start to pick up the stitches. First we will pick up these horizontally cast off stitches of the neckline, and you should pick up 30 stitches in total. From the neckline towards the back end you have to pick up 30 stitches here. And 30. So once you have picked up 30 stitches, now you have to knit all the stitches which are present on this stitch holder. For that, first you have to take the stitches back on this needle. So as my stitches are facing this way, I will use a different needle to take them on. So my stitches are facing this way and I have to remove from here. Okay, now first I will take all the stitches on the needle and then I will knit all those stitches. Once all the stitches are transferred back to the needle, we will knit all those stitches. Now continue to knit all the stitches. After knitting all the stitches, you have to repeat the same. You have to pick up 30 stitches down the left front. Go on picking up 30 stitches now. All the stitches are picked up, right front, back and left front. Now you should have 97 stitches in total. After picking up the stitches, you should do the same border that we did for every end of this work. 9 rows of this garter stitch. One is already done, that is our pickup stitches. It is considered as first row. Now you should do one more row with the color 1, that is with blue color, 6 rows with white color and 1 row with blue color and again cast off with blue color. And you have to cast off knitwise. So continue making garter stitch for a total of 9 rows similar to this one. The neckband is complete. Now we will make the edging for the right front. So we have to pick up the stitches again. Starting from the bottom. Pick up the stitches in your convenient way, either from the needle or using a crochet hook. So this is the first stitch here. We can use a crochet hook for that. So along the right front you should pick up 123 stitches. From this end till this end you should pick up 123 stitches. Remember, these are vertical stitches and we will pick 3 and skip 1. After you pick up 123 stitches, now we will repeat the same border, this garter stitch border, 2 rows with color A, 6 rows with color B and 1 row with color A and cast off. So considering this as our first row, we will continue to make the garter stitch border, 1 more row with the same blue color. And this is the right side, and on the right side we will make the buttonholes. So on 5th row we will make the buttonholes. I'll complete first 4 rows, 1 is already done. I'll complete row number 2, 3 and 4, and then on 5th row we will make the buttonholes. Four rows are done. Now I have marked some stitches so that I can make buttonholes at that place. You can mark your stitches accordingly, how much distance you want between 2 buttons. Now we will start to make this row, creating buttonholes. This is the button size that I am using. This is a small one. So according to the button, you can make your buttonholes bigger or smaller. So I will first knit the stitches till I reach my first marker. Okay, so I have reached the first marker. Now to make a buttonhole, yarn over and make a knit 2 together. So this is a buttonhole, and this much is enough to fit this button that I am using. If you are using a bigger button, then you can cast off 2 stitches here, and while you go on the next row, you can cast on 2 stitches exactly on that place. For now, for the button size that I am using, a yarn over and knit 2 together is enough. Now I will continue to knit till I reach the next marker. Okay, coming to the next marker, again yarn over and make knit 2 together. Second buttonhole is created. Continue to knit until you reach the next marker. And you will repeat the same until you make buttonholes for all the marked stitches. For this sweater or cardigan, I have marked 8 stitches, that is, I'll be using 8 buttons. I have not put a button for the last one. It's left to you, it's your choice. If you want, you can put another button for the last also. So continue to make buttonholes in a similar way till here, and again continue to knit to give this garter stitch border again. This is the 5th row. You have to make 9 rows in total, and after you have done 9 rows, you can cast off firmly with color 1 or color A. Finish this right border and then we will see the left border. Once you finish making the edging for the right border or for the right front, you have to pick up the stitches for the left front also. For the left front, you should start picking up the stitches from the neckband at the beginning. For the right front, we had started to pick our stitches from the bottom. For the left front, we will pick up our stitches starting from the top. From the neck, we will go towards the down end. And for here, again it is the same border, 9 rows, 2 rows in color A, 6 rows in color B, and last row in color A and bind off. Without making any buttonholes here, just continue making 9 rows of garter stitch border. The left and right fronts are done. Now it's time to attach the sleeves. So the sleeves are also done. Now to attach the sleeves, first go to the wrong side of your work. Open up the sleeves and place the sleeve properly. First you have to pin these ends. This end with this end, the armhole ends, you have to pin them one side and on the other side. Now just fold this one and see the central point. This is the top of the sleeve. Fold it. This is the central stitch here. Now join this central stitch with the central part of the shoulder joint. Like this. Now without missing any of the stitches and not letting the work to curl, go on pinning each edge. So the marking for the sleeve joint is done. Now you have to stitch from this end to this end properly, just taking one stitch from each side, one stitch from here and one stitch from here without missing any stitches. Complete this stitching work. The sleeves are stitched. This is the right sleeve and this is the left one. Now we will go to the last part, that is finishing up. Now turn the entire work inside out. Wrong sides should be facing you. Now you have to again start marking all the edges. Use enough stitch markers and pin them at correct places, especially the underarm joints and the edges. Once that is done, join the side seams, that is the front and back, and also the sleeve seams. Now go on stitching using one stitch from each of the seam. Once stitched, this is how the side seam looks and this is the sleeve seam. And the cardigan is done. You should also sew on the buttons. So this completes our cardigan. I hope you understood how to knit this cardigan. All the other parts of the video will be linked in the description. If you have not seen them, please watch. And thanks a lot for watching these videos. Do subscribe for more such videos. Thank you.